Hello, I'm Andre Sminton, aka Alex Noah, and this is my audition tape for Justin Wong's Next Up reality show. First of all, I'd like to give a big thanks to Mr. Wong for setting up such an opportunity, as I've always wanted to try my hand at this sort of reality show thing, so here I am. But, anyways, about myself. I am a resident of Chicago and its local FGC scene, and I always try to make it to any FGC meetups I can if my schedule allows for it. I first started in the FGC long ago, about 14 years ago, when the final update for Tatsunoko vs. Capcom Ultimate All Stars came out earlier in 2010. And I just bring it into my college's game room on my own setup, and someone comes up to me and they say, "Hey, my friend's hosting a tournament in his basement. You want to come with?" And I'm like, "Sure, let's do it." And he brought me into that basement. And it was there that I learned of the FGC and everyone within it, including a few friends that I still talk to this day. And from there, I've been going to every local and major tournament I could for just about every major Capcom fighting game released under the sun since then, all the way up to Street Fighter 6. And a fun fact about me, I have never missed a Combo Breaker or UFGT since UFGT 7. In fact, my first major tournament was Midwest Championships 2010, where I just came as a spectator. And it was there that I learned of the FGC at large and what it was all about. And I look onto that grand stage at every major tournament every time. And I say to myself, I want to be on that stage one day. And I want to show everyone the talents and skills I can do when I apply myself. And it's that kind of attitude and mentality that helped change my life for the better. And to this day, I still try to chase that dream every chance I get. But even outside the FGC, I have way too many hobbies to count. I cosplay and go to anime conventions all the time. In fact, I'm prepared to go to Katsucon right now for even more content creation, which is another side gig I do for Instagram and TikTok. I play card games from Magic the Gathering to One Piece, so I transfer any gaming principles I learned from fighting games into those sort of games and vice versa, however they may apply. And I think they have helped my realize my gameplay in general to, help make it better and whatnot. So as you can see, I am a very, very busy person. But I'd say of all the passions in my life, fighting games may be the biggest one. It's always been a dream of mine to work with gaming or within the gaming industry in some way, whether it be as a personality or working within the gaming industry for designing games and what have you, which I've also have been learning to do on and off, as I have a dream fighting game I've had in the conceptual stages for at least a decade now, but more on that another day. But enough about what I do. Let's talk about what I did within fighting games. So, in the games I main currently, I currently play Street Fighter 6 and Guilty Gear Strive. I play Rashid and Chun-Li in Street Fighter 6, and I just transitioned into maining Asuka and Strive after months of, you know, playing with them on and off again. I was a former Ram main, and I just now got the hang of Asuka, so I'm trying to play him seriously now. But anyways, I've been mostly competing in Street Fighter since the day Street Fighter 5 launched nearly 8 years ago. That was like, it's going to be on its 8 year anniversary in just 2 days. But anyways, yeah, that's how long I've been playing Street Fighter competitively as a sort. But even before that, I was mostly competing in my first actual competitive fighting game in Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3, as it's still my favorite game of all time. My team for the bulk of that game's lifespan in its early years was Zero, Doctor Doom, and Arthur, with missiles, of course. And yes, I know Arthur is a weird pick, but, I tried to be a little original back then, and, casual me clicked with him back when Vanilla Marvel came out, and I really tried my damnedest to make him work, but to middling success at best. And usually when I just think back to those days, I just always think of what kind of success I could have found myself in if I just chose to suck it up and pick Virgil like everyone else. But what can you do except learn from it and move on? Which is why I always pick Rashid for the bulk of Street Fighter 6's lifespan, and still do to this day, even though he's nowhere near as good as like JP or Luke or what have you. Still, he's alright. I mean, I'm just playing him for, character loyalty purposes. Well, I don't have too many hot placings. In fact, I place pretty low in most tournaments I enter. I have had some degree of success every now and again. For instance, I got top 16 at Street Fighter 6 at Frosty Frostings 2023. And even back in my UMVC 3 days, I got 33rd at EVO 2014 for Marvel, which was like one spot away from top 32 winners. All of it was off stream, sadly. And I almost did beat Jan to get into top 32 winners that year, which we all know he went on to get 5th place at that very tournament in that very same weekend. My Strive placings kind of stink, but I am known for getting one thing right.
So I think that's one thing that Alex Noah is going to have to work on avoiding here, but getting the big wall break. Ooh, yeah, nice. Checking with 5S too.
And confirm here. No meter to kill. Yeah, it's going to be alive. Big life lead. G does have burst. Oh,
ooh, the trade.
As
okay.
they said, that's like Ram's better test when it comes to the buttons.
Now, see, Alex Noah won the game.
And the notes are out.
Still, we got more notes to write. Okay.
Be careful, camera. Be careful. Gonna be the meeting.
look at GG. What is this?
See, even though I usually get my butt kicked when I'm playing fighting games, I'm always finding ways to improve myself, whether they be big or small. And this note-taking thing I've been doing has alleviated a lot of the self-doubt and concerns I've had about myself for the past few years. And believe me, if I'm picked, I'm always going to be jotting down my opponents and competitors' play styles and habits, whether I'm doing it mid-match within games or I'm just watching two other people duke it out from behind. And if I end up doing well, I will pop off. I will put all the emotions and efforts I worked on for the past decade onto the table. And I will give everything my 100% because I refuse to give it any less than 100% if I'm taking it seriously as an actual endeavor that I want to do. As I do with everything, whether it be fighting games, cosplay, card games, what have you. I always give it my 100%. So yeah, thanks again for the opportunity, and I look forward to the end result. But either way, it's going to be a very entertaining endeavor, no matter what the outcome. So yeah, that's it for me. Take care.